T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Main engine start, 0. And liftoff of the Atlas V with Curiosity.
Welcome back to the music. On this episode, we'll interview Isis and Pyn Doll at the Doll Hut. They'll be performing the song Darby Crash. We also have local artist Shattered Faith here on Back to the Music. Welcome back to the music. In this first clip, we got a chance to interview Isis and Pyn Doll, the founding members of the punk band Barb Wire Dolls. They come from Greece and have played over 600 shows in different countries all over the world. So I'm here with Isis from the Barb Wire Dolls, and we're at the Doll Hut. And tell us a little bit about what's going on in yourself.
Well, we came to the Doll Hut about almost 4 years ago, and they booked us shows, and no one else would book us because we were from Greece and we couldn't pull in a crowd, even though we had just sold out the Roxy Theater on the Sunset Strip by passing out thousands and thousands of flyers for months. So they really gave us a home. And then the Doll Hut, when we went on tour, it closed. But a good friend of the Doll Huts and of the community brought it back and reopened it, changed the stage, and we have the Doll Hut back. And so we decided to give back to the community once we were back in LA to do these shows, to thank the Doll Hut, to thank the community for sticking to their roots and sticking to their guns and bringing back the Doll Hut. So free shows to thank the community.
To be back, because you guys are leaving. You guys are leaving for a little bit.
Yeah, we're nomads, so we disappear here and there.
And you'll be back in March, right?
We're going to be back in March.
In LA?
In LA, we're going to be the house band for the Whiskey Go-Go in March, and they're going to be free shows for 21 and over, and they're all ages.
And that's every Monday, you said?
And that's every Monday at 9 o'clock. They're early shows.
Okay, great.
But we get to choose the bands, and we're going to start what we did here in the Doll Hut over there at the Whiskey, and it's going to ripple out. Punk rock is alive and well on the West Coast.
Yeah, the Doll Hut. It's kind of like our home.
Yeah.
In the OC, definitely. It's the home for us.
So where are you guys from, originally?
I'm from Crete, the island of Crete in Greece.
Okay.
But I grew up in Asia when I was young, and I went to American school, and I learned English there. And I've been back and forth many times to LA. But everybody's from Greece.
Okay.
But they have different mixes and stuff, and they spend times here and there. And so but we're a Greek band, but we're based in Los Angeles.
Okay, because I noticed, because I've been following you guys for a little while, and you guys tour mostly in the UK, or you tour out here too, or what's the deal?
We just played 672 shows in 4 years in 22 countries.
Thanks, Bill.
So it's not just USA or UK. We've done 7 US tours,
Okay.
4 UK tours, and all over Europe, and so 22 countries. So you figure how many countries there are. It's been like a crazy hurricane for 4 years.
Great,
and it's going to start again when our new album comes out.
I'm stoked. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that I came to see you guys tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that the punk rock is, like you said on stage, that you're bringing it back. Because I grew up in that era, and I think it's great.
It's coming back because it needs to come back,
It
because
does
there's a
need
void of music out there.
Absolutely.
And the people on the street want to hear something real and energetic and electrifying, and you can't do that with a soft keyboard and no distortion and a bunch of backups. People want to just scream one voice, and then everyone together,
But I did notice a difference, because I grew up in the 80s with the punk rock, and it was like the power chords. You guys had a lot of the melodic stuff going on too, which sounded really great.
Yeah, I grew up on Greek music, and Greek music is nothing but melody. In fact, you can sing the songs without guitar. You just start singing them, kind of like a Beatles song. Right. And so the melody was, and I'm also a pianist. So I learned on piano, and that's linear. And so I learned melody. And when I went to guitar, because I love the Ramones and Zeppelin, all these bands, somehow melody just got in our music. You know, it's not on purpose. It's just whatever. We feel melodic inside, so why not present melody outside?
Yeah,
you know?
that's great. How did you guys end up getting together? Like, how did you guys all hook up and become?
I was living at an artist commune in Crete called the Icarus, and I was running it with some other people, and Isis was there, the singer, and I had a band at the time, and she started liking my band and started singing our songs at stage, and I could hear her voice louder than mine. I was like, this girl can sing.
On XTV. Barb Wire Dolls are just as dynamic in person as they are on stage. Their passion and energy for music is contagious, as you can see in the interviews, as well as seeing them live on stage. In this next clip, we interview Shattered Faith, one of the first Southern California punk bands whose music spans over 3 decades, beginning in 1979 and are still rocking today. We caught up with them at Alex's Bar for this exclusive interview here on XTV. I'm here with Shattered Faith, and this is Denny, we're going way back. And
yeah.
Go ahead and tell me, what do you play?
I play guitar.
I'm Spencer, I sing.
Bobby, I play bass.
Brandon, guitar.
And what?
Guitar.
Okay.
And I'm Steve, I play drums.
Okay, you guys have been around since like 1978, right?
79.
79, okay. So that's like the beginning of the Southern California punk scene?
Yep.
What has changed, and how do you notice the change in the scene of the whole punk scene, or just the music scene in general?
There's a lot more people. It's more accepted. You don't have like jocks pulling over and beating the crap out of you.
I love that. But okay, here's the deal. Since the internet's come out, we have a lot of people. It seems like a lot of people are more introverted. They're not really going out to see live music as much, and that kind of is a drag. So, like when we were back in the day, we had to go out and flyer the walls, and you know, people actually came out to see them because we didn't have internet. What are some things you could maybe tell some of the new upcoming bands that are? What's the stuff that you guys dealt with in the day back in the day? Like what?
Well, the things we dealt with, I think, unfortunately, they don't even have it's a totally different world now. But things that we were allowed to do now are illegal, and
that's what we want to hear.
And
it's like, it's a bummer.
I tell my, but a lot of things they say though, like everyone looks like back at the Cuckoo's Nest. Oh, that was just so, they look back at it like it was so amazing. But at the time, like I was talking to Jerry, the guy that owns it, a couple weeks ago, and he said if everyone that said they were at the Cuckoo's Nest was really there, it would hold like 100,000 people, and he'd be rich.
That's so funny, yeah.
So looking back on it, it's like beer gogs. It looks like it's a lot more bitching. I mean, it was fun. We had great times.
The bands were like the crowd, and the crowd were the band. So when you went to a show, there might be 50 people there, and out of that 50 people, 40 of them are in the bands that are playing. That's one of the major differences.
This is the Antichrist, and this is my kid's whole life. Everyone I know, their whole life is generated around this. We didn't have this, so we had to go out and make fun. Tell everybody to break their phones and come out and party with us.
That is right. How did you end up in this whole scene here?
I was born in '67, so yeah.
Oh, you're my age.
Yeah.
You look so. What do you play?
Guitar.
Guitar. Wow, I'm tripping out. You look young. Okay, that's right. No way, that's cool. That's right on.
I was born in 88.
Right? No, okay, so you're fucking with me, okay. Well, see.
One kid that's young that doesn't live on a phone. So.
Well, there wasn't even fucking personal computers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like 1987 is when they started becoming something that was like people had. But no.
So what
We
do
went
you?
to LA, we flyered, we kept our beer in a trash can so we could drink because we weren't old enough to drink. We fucking hitchhiked up there, got stranded there a few times, slept in dumpsters with rats, big fucking rats.
And if you got pulled over by a cop, they just make you dump your beer out. Now, I think that's like 8 years in prison. I think you get off less time if you just shoot the cop that pulls you over, unfortunately.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Well,
You might want to scratch the shoot the
oh, hell no. Hell no. That's what we're about. We're trying to bring it back where there's no censorship and then people can be who they are, no politically incorrect. We're over it. So we're hoping it works.
Fuck it
I
up.
go inside and see the band that's playing right now.
Okay. Well, we're going to do that. We're going to go inside and see the band that's playing right now. Thank you for that interview, Shattered Faith. Yeah. Shattered Faith is featured on our comicsradio.net streaming. Follow the links on the screen to find out more about Shattered Faith. This next video is Shattered Faith playing I Love America. Well, that wraps up our first edition of Back to the Music. In future episodes, we'll be at Alex's bar to visit with Dinah Cancer from 45 Grave. We'll kick back with Dave and Jen Batts to see what they've been up to. We'll also feature artists A Bleeding Sky, Tragic Black, and more. You've been watching Back to the Music only on the Community X Network. Keep it on X.